Tonight on the program, how can Bangkok address corruption within the local administration? Then, is Bangkok truly a livable and affordable city compared to our neighbors? Also, what do people of Pattaya hope to see after the mayoral elections on the same day? สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Nad Bunag and welcome to This Week with Thai PBS World. The Bangkok elections are in just 2 days, which will not only decide the new city governor, but also the city's future. When we think of the role of the Bangkok governor, people expect them to address traffic, flooding, pollution, and the list goes on. In order to address most of these issues properly, though, one issue that must be addressed as a priority is corruption. Yet the problem remains deeply ingrained and complicated to fix. Tackling corruption has been promised in the gubernatorial campaigns ahead of the upcoming election. Many of these candidates believe that corruption should be addressed before anything else. Otherwise, it will be difficult for the Bangkok administration to fix other important issues. Chaywat Sathawawijit has openly campaigned for the use of AI to detect corruption and increase transparency within the local administration. He explained that he would use such technology to detect any irregularities throughout the budget and procurement process, from cost estimation and drafting terms of reference to bidding and project approval. This, he believes, would help tackle long-standing structural problems and strengthen oversight. Anusha Burapachesi pledged to improve transparency by disclosing public procurement and concession data. He will also empower the public to monitor such spending through the Songrat or the Thai Government Watch platform. According to data from the platform, Anusha found that more than 90% of over 40,000 projects worth more than 50 billion baht over the past 2 years had been awarded through specific procurement methods, raising questions that need answering. He further vowed to overhaul Bangkok's construction permit system to make it more transparent, citing long-standing complaints over irregularities. As for Chatthat Sithipan, he did admit that there have been irregularities with the procurement process under his administration. One of the notorious controversies being the procurement of expensive training equipment for public parks. According to Chatthat, preventing corruption requires greater transparency and stricter scrutiny of project proposals and budgets. He pointed to reforms such as disciplinary action against budget officials and tighter documentation requirements for budget requests. So here's a brief overview of what Bangkok gubernatorial candidates have promised in their campaigns as to how they would tackle corruption. In summary, these candidates aim to use AI and digital platforms to detect irregularities in the procurement process as well as budget approvals. This also includes disclosing data to allow more public scrutiny and measures to take serious action against officials involved in corruption. And looking at projects that were initiated during Chatthat's term as the governor of Bangkok, the BMA has launched more than 90,000 of them, worth a combined 111 billion baht. But the procurement data for these raises questions about efficiency. According to research by TDRI, 90% of projects were awarded at prices less than 1% below the reference price. This could mean either that the City Hall set the reference price too low, prioritizing cost over quality, or that it is failing to attract competition and negotiate better deals. This comes to the second point, where 93% of the projects were procured through non-competitive methods. This means they have specified contractors instead of allowing open competitive bidding. What they also found is that most of the contractors are state enterprises or companies that are supported by the government, which prevents the private sector from taking part. And earlier this week, a working group known as Zero Corruption submitted 5 proposals to the Bangkok governor and council member candidates, demanding that they take steps to combat corruption and push for transparent local government. The proposals include making data fully accessible to enable public oversight and adapting technology to detect corruption, empowering citizens to monitor projects, evaluate services, and report misconduct through transparent and participatory governance, disclosing every stage of procurements to prevent bid rigging, conflicts of interest, and corruption, digitizing the processes for issuing permits to increase transparency and close opportunities for bribery, and last but not least, implementing a transparent, systematic approach to identifying, monitoring, and mitigating corruption while publicly reporting performance and outcomes. While Bangkok gubernatorial candidates have vowed to combat corruption, taking serious action would make a significant difference. The president of the Anti-Corruption Organization of Thailand, Mana Nimit Mongkol, feels that pledges to tackle corruption are mostly deliverable, but serious implementation of these policies remains lacking.
ปัญหาใหญ่เลยที่มันไม่สำเร็จก็คือว่าคุณไม่ทำจริงคุณมีอำนาจได้รับฉันทานุมัติจากคนกทม.แต่กล้าใช้ไหมพอเข้าไปทำงานจริงๆแล้วมันจะติดกฎระเบียบของกระทรวงมหาดไทยของสาธารณสุขนะครับของการไฟฟ้าของตำรวจมันจะติดระเบียบอะไรไปหมดเลยแต่คนมาเป็นผู้ว่าคุณต้องศึกษาให้รอบคอบแล้วคุณต้องทำหน้าที่ในการไปประสานงานกับหน่วยงานเหล่านั้นการติดขัดจากพฤติกรรมของเจ้าหน้าที่ผู้ใต้บังคับบัญชาตรงนี้เป็นเรื่องใหญ่ที่สุดครับแต่ก็จำเป็นนะหักหารได้ก็ต้องหักหารครับบางอย่างใช้เวลาหน่อยแต่ต้องเอาประชาชนที่เลือกตั้งท่านเข้ามานี่แหละเป็นแผ่นเขานะครับแผ่นผาเนี่ยที่จะคอยหนุนหลังให้ท่านสู้กับทุกๆสิ่งที่ไม่ชอบธรรมครับเปิดเผยข้อมูลให้ประชาชนรับรู้ประชาชนจะตัดสินได้เองว่าตัวสร้างปัญหาคือผู้ว่าและองคาพยพหรือข้าราชการหรือหน่วยงานอื่นที่เกี่ยวข้องกับชีวิตประจำวันของคนกทม.
Similarly, a senior researcher from TDRI, Thipatrai Salawong, found that most of the pledges to tackle corruption have focused on using open data and AI to detect irregularities. He hopes, however, that the next governor and council members will put anti-corruption high on the agenda, continue to prioritize disclosing data, reduce unnecessary bureaucracy, and allow public participation in scrutinizing the projects, which he believes should be one of the core values of the local administration.
การทุจริตหรือความไม่โปร่งใสในการบริหารงานมันไม่ใช่ปัญหาเฉพาะตัวมันเองมันไม่ใช่ปัญหาเฉพาะเรื่องเงินเรื่องทองเรื่องงบประมาณแต่มันเป็นเรื่องคุณภาพชีวิตเป็นเรื่องบริการสาธารณะที่ประชาชนจะไม่ได้อย่างดีนะครับแล้วก็เรื่องความปลอดภัยในชีวิตของพวกเราด้วยนะครับซึ่งผมคิดว่าความโปร่งใสในด้านต่างๆเรื่องงบประมาณเรื่องการขออนุญาตและการเปิดพื้นที่ให้ประชาชนมีส่วนร่วมในการตรวจสอบการทำงานเป็นคุณค่าพื้นฐานเลยนะครับที่ผู้ว่ากทมแล้วก็รวมถึงสก.ควรแล้วก็ผู้บริหารกทมทุกท่านควรจะยึดเป็นหลักในการทำงานนะครับ
While Bangkok is considered a livable city, especially for expats due to its convenience, vibrant life, and its lower cost of living compared to their home countries. But for locals, the cost of living is skyrocketing and public transportation is still quite messy. So the question is Bangkok still a livable and affordable city? And what about nearby countries?
Bangkok is a city people love and struggle with. It is fast, bright, full of food, jobs, and life, but behind the lights, many people ask one simple question. Can Bangkok become the most livable capital in ASEAN? For many foreign visitors, Bangkok still feels easy. Food is everywhere. Services are close by. The city offers comfort at a price many outsiders can accept. For many people who live and work here, though, Bangkok is becoming less affordable. A 2025 housing affordability review by DWS Group found that Bangkok was among cities facing serious upward pressure on rents. The report showed that rent could take up about 79% of disposable income for a typical middle-income household. Food is another daily pressure. The Thai Real Estate Research and Valuation Information Center under the Agency of Real Estate Affairs surveyed one-dish meal prices in Silom, Surawong, and Sathorn in the CBD. It found that the average price rose from 31 baht in May 2012 to 64 baht in June 2025, an increase of 106.5%. Meanwhile, Bangkok's minimum daily wage was set at 400 baht on July 1st, 2025.
พี่คิดว่ากรุงเทพค่าครองชีพแพงไปไหมครับช่วงนี้
รู้สึกแพงค่ะ
แล้วพี่คิดว่ากรุงเทพน่าอยู่ไหมครับ
กรุงเทพยังเป็นเมืองที่น่าอยู่ค่ะแต่ว่ามีความสะดวกนะคะแต่รู้สึกว่ารถมันติดมากค่ะ
Do you think Bangkok is too expensive?
Definitely not. Bangkok, the people are really nice. You get a great service from the people. So I think the prices are really acceptable. Even they could charge a little bit more, to be honest.
So I think from a tourist perspective, it's actually very affordable. Coming here, especially as a tourist, you don't live here for long, and accommodation and food is more affordable compared to Western prices.
So, Bangkok can seem affordable to one person but expensive to another. The answer depends on income, work, rent, and lifestyle. Transport is another issue. Bangkok has more choices than before: electric trains, buses, boats, and motorcycle taxis, but public transport is still not fully interconnected. Railways are still concentrated in business areas, while some suburban communities remain harder to reach. Footpaths and pedestrian crossing are also a weakness. Traffic congestion remains a major problem. TomTom's traffic index for 2025 put Bangkok's average congestion level at 67.9%. Bangkok is not alone among ASEAN capitals. Singapore has one of the region's strongest public transport systems, with more than 160 MRT stations across 6 lines and extensive bus coverage. But it was ranked by Mercer as the world's second most expensive city for international employees in 2024. Manila faces problems closer to Bangkok's density, traffic, and pressure on infrastructure. TomTom's 2025 data showed that Manila's drivers lost 143 hours in rush hour traffic. Kuala Lumpur offers a different model with rail and bus services linking the Klang Valley and distance-based fares. For many, it remains a city where living costs and wages feel more balanced. Hanoi is expanding rapidly with new buildings, businesses, and urban railways. Traffic and air pollution remain major concerns, though, with IQ Air reporting its 2024 average PM 2.5 level at about 8 times the WHO annual guideline. So, can Bangkok become ASEAN's most livable capital? The answer is yes, but not for beauty, food, or tourism alone. Bangkok will need housing which people can afford, transport that reaches more communities, safer walking spaces, improved air quality, and an urban economy that works not only for visitors, but also for the people who call Bangkok home. IPSOS Happiness Index 2025 found that 79% of Thais said they were happy, placing Thailand 6th globally among the countries surveyed. That shows there is a strong base to build upon. Bangkok may not be perfect, but it is a city in which many people still believe. The challenge now is to make it not only exciting, but livable for everyone. กิตติพัฒน์ชื่นสุขจิต and สุขสดชื่นสุขสมจิต Thai PBS World.
Now here's another issue that the new Bangkok governor can address. Families along the Prem Prachakorn Canal in the suburbs of Bangkok are being offered a new chance for secure housing after years of living without legal rights. The Ban Mang Khong project is now helping many residents move into a legal housing system while staying close to their original communities.
For years, life along Prem Prachakorn Canal in the suburbs of Bangkok was uncertain. Many families lived next to the canal without legal housing rights. Today, that is changing through talks, cooperation, and a chance to build secure homes. In the past, several agencies have tried to enforce the law against people living on public land, but the problem could not be solved by the law enforcement alone. Now, the approach has changed. Authorities are trying to talk with local residents, explaining the situation and showing them the benefits of joining a legal housing process. The main challenge is changing residents' understanding, as many grew up here, have lived there for years and believe they can stay. They now need to move into a legal system through land rental or proper housing rights.
อุปสรรคสำคัญคือต้องทำความเข้าใจกับพี่น้องประชาชนริมคลองซึ่งอยู่มาก่อนเก่าแล้วก็ยังมีความเชื่อว่าสามารถอยู่ต่อได้แต่โดยข้อเท็จจริงที่ดินตรงนี้เป็นที่ดินของกรมธนารักษ์ทั้งหมดซึ่งก็จะต้องเข้าสู่กระบวนการในการที่จะเช่าหรืออยู่อาศัยอย่างถูกต้องตามกฎหมายซึ่งก็เป็นโครงการที่บ้านมั่นคงก็เป็นโครงการหนึ่งที่ตอบโจทย์ให้ชุมชนและชาวบ้านสามารถอยู่ได้อย่างถูกต้องตามกฎหมายได้คือการอยู่ลักษณะนี้คือจริงๆแล้วเอาตรงๆก็คือไม่ถูกกฎหมายเราบุกรุกเขาอยู่นะครับแต่กระบวนการขั้นตอนทำจนจบกระบวนการแล้วเนี่ยคืออยู่ด้านขวามือคือว่าถูกต้องตามกฎหมายแล้วมีการขออนุญาตก่อสร้างถูกต้องมีการขออนุญาตเช่าพื้นที่ถูกต้องนะครับแล้วก็มีทะเบียนบ้านถาวรมีมิเตอร์น้ำมิเตอร์ไฟถาวรคือตอนนี้เรามีหลายหน่วยงานที่ต้องไปทำความเข้าใจกับประชาชนนะครับมีทั้งเจ้าของที่เองก็คือกรมธนารักษ์มีปช.ซึ่งก็เป็นผู้รับผิดชอบทำบ้านมั่นคงโดยตรงมีสำนักการระบายน้ำซึ่งรับผิดชอบในการก่อสร้างเขื่อนแล้วก็สำนักงานเขตก็เป็นหน่วยงานกลางที่จะเป็นในระดับพื้นที่ที่จะพูดคุยกันทุกหน่วยงานรวมทั้งประชาชนเนี่ยก็จะมาคุยกันแล้วก็ทำความเข้าใจซึ่งกันและกันก็เป็นการให้ชี้แจงนโยบายให้ประชาชนได้รับทราบว่าโครงการนี้ที่มาที่ไปยังไงและจะได้ประโยชน์ยังไงบ้าง
One solution is the Ban Man Kong housing project led by the CODI to support low-income communities. Residents are encouraged to form a cooperative to legally rent Treasury Department land, managing housing, build homes, coordinate water and electricity access, and seek loans from members. This is especially important for low-income and elderly residents who may struggle to borrow from banks.
สหกรณ์นะครับถูกตั้งมาเพื่อเป็นตอบสนองความต้องการของสมาชิกเป็นตัวกลางให้สมาชิกในการที่จะปลูกสร้างบ้านเรือนแล้วก็ติดต่อหน่วยงานราชการต่างๆเพื่อที่จะขอน้ำไฟฟ้าประปาต่างๆครับแล้วก็เป็นตัวกลางในการที่จะหาแหล่งเงินกู้เพื่อมาซัพพอร์ตให้สมาชิกเนื่องจากความเป็นอยู่ของสมาชิกในชุมชนนะครับเป็นผู้สูงอายุ
Several agencies are involved. The Treasury Department owns the land. CODI handles the Ban Man Kong project, and the Drainage and Sewerage Department builds the canal's embankment. The district office coordinates locally and explains the process to residents. Those who join the project can occupy their homes legally with permanent house registration and in many cases continue living in the same area.
อยากให้มีบ้านมีความเป็นอยู่ที่ดีมีทุกอย่างที่ดีขึ้นค่ะ
เขาพาเราไปดูโครงการที่ไหนหรือมาอธิบายให้เราฟังยังไงครับ
มีค่ะก็ทางพช.พาไปดูมาที่เขาสร้างไว้แรกๆอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะก็เลยตัดสินใจว่ายังไงมันก็ต้องทำเพราะว่าที่นี้มันไม่ใช่ที่เราแล้วก็เราอยากอยู่โดยถูกกฎหมายไม่มีใครสามารถที่จะมาไล่ที่เราได้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยยกระดับเลยค่ะอย่างเป็นอีกอย่างหนึ่งเลยค่ะชีวิตถึงมันจะแลกมากับภาระอะไรอย่างต่างแต่เราก็ยอมเสียที่ว่ามันจะดีขึ้นทั้งหน่วยงานต่างๆก็มาช่วยการดูแลดีขึ้นค่ะ
Officials say eviction cases against people occupying public land usually make it difficult for residents to remain in the same place. But this project gives them a chance to stay in their original community legally.
การฟ้องร้องขับไล่ผู้ที่บุกรุกที่สาธารณะที่หลวงอะไรต่างๆเนี่ยส่วนใหญ่โอกาสที่จะมาอยู่ที่เดิมได้เนี่ยยากมากก็ถือว่าโครงการนี้เป็นโครงการที่ให้โอกาสกับพี่น้องประชาชนในพื้นที่เนี่ยสามารถที่จะอยู่อาศัยในที่เดิมได้
For residents along the Prem Prachakorn Canal, secure housing is only part of better living. They also want the new Bangkok governor to dredge the canal and improve the water quality. Through the Ban Man Khong project, many families are moving from uncertain canal-side homes to legal and secure housing. Kittipat Chern Sukjit, Thai PBS World.
And that's a very interesting initiative. And now let's have a look at the other stories making headlines throughout the week in our weekly roundup. Thailand's Interior Ministry filed a complaint with the police's counter-corruption division against individuals involved in examination fraud in the recruitment of almost 7,000 staff for the local administration department. It is reported that many of those who applied to take the exam had been approached by individuals who claimed that they could help them secure the jobs in exchange for a minimum of 350,000 baht for a low-ranking post in a local administrative organization and a maximum of 800,000 baht for a higher-ranking position. The DSI has issued summonses to People's Party MP Pawut Pongwithiyapanu and others to answer questions by next Wednesday in connection with foreign exchange fraud cases. The DSI is expediting its investigation after accepting the Forex scandal as a special case, but cautioned that the inquiry will take time because of the large volume of transactions and evidence involved. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Thailand voted unanimously to maintain the policy rate at 1%. They said the current rate is appropriate to support economic recovery, adding that they assess the economic expansion will be stronger than previously anticipated, but growth remains slow and uneven. The Thai economy is projected to expand by 2.3% this year and 1.8% next year, with growth stronger than expected thanks to the increased exports and private investment. The cabinet approved an integrated fare system with a single entry fee for Bangkok's electric rail network, setting fares at 17 to 45 baht per trip across all lines and route colors. Transport Minister Pipat Rashikit Prakan said the measure would cover the entire urban rail system through a single integrated ticketing system, allowing passengers to pay only one entry fee per trip instead of repeated charges when transferring between lines. He said the government will try to have the system ready by January next year. Turning to Pattaya, where the mayoral election is also taking place this Sunday. Thai PBS World recently spoke with some expats and locals in the famous coastal city to discover the city's most pressing issues. Pattaya's status as one of Thailand's popular seaside resorts is second to none, from white sandy beaches and adventurous activities to bustling nightlife. The city's beaches acquired a global reputation in 2024 when they were ranked 12th among the world's best beaches by a global travel platform. Beneath Pattaya's label as a top tourist destination, though, some long-standing problems persist. Many local residents are voicing concerns over issues affecting their daily lives ahead of the mayoral election on June 28th. An owner of a beachside stall on Pattaya Beach said the growing number of homeless people has become a serious concern.
พวกเร่ร่อนเยอะอยากจัดให้พวกนี้ออกจากพื้นที่หน่อยมันอันตรายกับพวกนักท่องเที่ยวแล้วก็พวกเตียงด้วยมันเยอะจริงๆอ่ะเราก็จะพูดยังไงอ่ะมันเยอะตลอดอ่ะแล้วมันอันตรายเราด้วยอ่ะเช้านี้กระบ่นแล้วมันยืนแบบจะเอาเราเลยอ่ะ
According to a survey conducted by the Thai Health Promotion Foundation and the Department of Social Development and Welfare, Chonburi Province, in which Pattaya is located, ranked second after Bangkok for the number of homeless people in 2023.
อย่างปัญหาคนเร่ร่อนเนี่ยแก้ไม่ได้ป้าทำว่ายังไงก็แก้ไม่ได้ยิ่งเย็นยิ่งเงียบไปเลย
The economy is another major concern for locals, many of whom said it has worsened over the past few years as tourist numbers have fallen.
และนักท่องเที่ยวไม่ต้องพูดถึงยิ่งน้ำมันแพงนี่ บางคนที่เคยมาคุยกันปีหน้าฉันไม่มาแล้วนะเพราะฉันเที่ยวบ้านฉันก็ได้ คือน้ำมันขึ้นของก็แพงขึ้นใครก็แก้ไม่ได้หรอกเศรษฐกิจแบบเนี้ยต่อให้เปลี่ยนอะไรก็ทำไม่ได้ ไม่รู้จะไปแก้ตรงไหนอ่ะมันเป็นกันหมด
จับตรงไหนก็เจอ
ขนมเดินมาจากโค้งเห็นไหมไม่มีเตียงนี่ไม่ต้องพูดถึงคนนั่งนะแทบไม่มีเลย
ไม่มีแม้แต่เตียงเลย
เสาร์อาทิตย์วันไหนก็เหมือนกันแต่เป็นมาประมาณ 5-6 เดือนแล้วนะที่ไม่มีคนนั่งเนี่ย
According to the Association of Chonburi Tourism Federation, tourist arrivals have declined, particularly among Chinese visitors, whose numbers dropped from around 1 million to approximately 300,000 in April this year. The downturn has apparently affected more than 90% of residents whose careers depend on tourism-related businesses. The economic slowdown is being felt not only by Thais, but also by foreigners who have made Pattaya their second home. Although they enjoy living here, they also express hopes for improvements in the city, from road safety to waste management.
I think first would be like the roads. There's a lot of potholes and a lot of issues with the roads. And then the second one would probably be like just rubbish and trash on the beaches or in random places. Maybe something that could be improved is quite a lot of rubbish in certain places. So I don't know, maybe that could be picked up.
It's incredibly safe for an Asian city, and it's a huge city, but it's incredibly safe. Pattaya is particularly clean. The only problem with Pattaya, parking. We had to park a long way away and get a bolt into Pattaya. But I think that's the same with every major city. I think parking is a big problem. As the population expands, more cars, less parking.
Those problems have also been flagged up by mayoral candidates in the election campaigning. Incumbent Mayor Paramed Ngampishet has vowed to build upon his Better Pattaya vision, aiming to transform Pattaya into an international festival city by hosting year-round events to generate income. He has also promised to enhance public safety through a citywide CCTV network and develop Pattaya as an investment hub to attract business people and digital nomads. Meanwhile, another frontrunner, Itiwat Watanasat Sathorn of the People's Party, has focused on improving public infrastructure and addressing inequality in access to public services. His pitches include budget transparency, tackling extortion of vendors, 8-minute emergency call response times, and 24-hour childcare centers for parents working night shifts. Regardless of who wins the election, a bigger challenge facing the new Pattaya leader is how they will address these persistent problems into action to boost the local economy effectively while also improving the quality of life of its residents. All right, and that's all for this edition of This Week with Thai PBS World. We have been seeing you every Friday nights for almost 5 years to bring you what's happening in Thailand throughout the week in English. And now it's time for some changes. From next month, we will be seeing you at a different time, which will be every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. on Thai PBS. May I repeat, every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. on Thai PBS. And this Sunday, we will have live coverage of the Bangkok gubernatorial elections with real-time results of the voting. So do join us for this special live coverage this Sunday from 4:50 p.m. In the meantime, you can follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest stories and analyses about Thailand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Saturday. สวัสดีค่ะ
อนาคตของกรุงเทพจะเป็นอย่างไรเกาะติดทุกความเคลื่อนไหวเลือกตั้งผู้ว่ากทมคนใหม่มองเลือกตั้งให้รอบด้านกับ Election Platform Thai PBS ครบทั้งข่าวบทวิเคราะห์จับตาตรวจสอบนโยบายเพื่อคนกรุงเทพอัปเดตข่าวภาคภาษาอังกฤษตรวจสอบข่าวจริงและฟีเจอร์พิเศษเพื่อการเข้าถึงอย่างเท่าเทียม ครบทุกข้อมูลเตรียมพร้อมก่อนไปเลือกตั้งที่เว็บไซต์ thaipbs.or.th/bkkelection69